Hi, it's Karlyn with Realty One Group Prosper, and today I want to go over 5 tips for you when working with leads. Now, primarily the focus is on leads coming from internet, maybe sign calls, it could be Google AdWords, it could be Realtor.com, Zillow leads, you name it, but basically someone inquiring about a property, wanting to know pricing, perhaps wants to see it. Now, the first tip I have for you is to reach out immediately. Speed to lead, you've probably heard that before, but what does that mean? It means within the first 2 minutes that lead has inquired on the website, you want to be in discussion with them. You want them on the phone. So we're going to immediately give them a call. Within those first 2 minutes, your chances of getting them on the phone are much, much greater. Every minute after that, it goes down dramatically. So we're reaching out right away. I like making one phone call. They don't answer, you hang up. Do not leave a message. Turn around and call right back. Call again a second time. This is tip number 2. Speed to leads number 1, calling back to back. What happens is the person's going to wonder, who is this? It must be a really important call if they're calling me back. So the chances of them answering on that second call go up even greater. That's tip number 2. After that, we're going to try and reach out to them 3 times a day for the next 3 days. 3 times a week for the next 3 weeks, and 3 times a month for the next 3 months. After those 3 months, we're going to continue reaching out to them once a month. This is assuming during all those times you haven't been able to get them on the phone. We're not going to give up. We never give up. Tip number 3 is that it takes 8 to 12 attempts on average before they're even going to get on the phone and talk to you and have a dialogue with you. So we're not giving up. 3 times, 3 times, 3 times, 3 times a week, 3 times a day, 3 times a week, 3 times a month. Then, the thing to keep in mind with leads, this is your next tip, is that you need to treat this as a marathon. These internet leads are maybe interested in something right now, but can they really buy right now? And the answer is not necessarily. The average internet lead is going to take 6 months to a year before they can get to a closing, perhaps even longer. So we're building a future pipeline. Every single phone call, every time you reach out to them, it's worth money in your pocket because you're getting one step closer in that pipeline. So we need to treat this as a marathon. The next tip is that we're never going to hang up a phone call without scheduling a next step. It's always a next appointment. Hopefully we're scheduling for an appointment. That's the goal of every lead, is to schedule a face-to-face appointment. That appointment may be showing them a home. The appointment may be a face-to-face consultation, but we're always scheduling a next step. Maybe it's a next call. So we've talked to the wife wants to talk to the husband. She wants to hang up the phone. I'm going to schedule a next call with her to call back. When would be a good time for me to follow up? You're going to talk to your husband Friday. How about I give you a call Saturday at 3? We'll go from there. The last tip is set the next call or appointment. So the goal is always to set an appointment, but it may be that we schedule the next call. So let's say the wife wants to visit with the husband. I'm talking to her on a Friday and she can't meet with the husband till Sunday, so then I'll schedule a follow-up call with her on Monday. I'm always going to set a next intentional appointment with her, whether it's by phone or in person, and I'm going to hold myself to that appointment, whether they hold themselves to that appointment or not. She may not take my call, but I'm going to leave a message and say, I told you I'd call and I'm calling, and I'm going to call you again 3 days from now at this time, and I'm going to do the same thing. And every single phone call, I'm going to say that message, and I'm going to call you back on this day at this time. Why? Because it tells her that I'm reliable, I'm trustworthy. It's going to build rapport and trust before we ever even enter into a relationship. So it's really important we're doing that. We're always intentional. We're always setting a next step. That's true with any lead. If you go and show a home, don't let them go without scheduling a next step. The next step is for us to sit down, let's go over the home buying process together in a buyer consultation. Or the next step is for us to meet at the office. Let's look at, your options on home buying and what kind of new construction homes perhaps we can go visit, that sort of thing. We're always scheduling a next appointment. Those are my 5 tips. I hope this helps, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for listening in. Bye-bye.